Time to make a dot plot in Excel. Here's the end result of more or less what we want our dot plot to look like. However, if we grabbed our data and insert our dot plot, it doesn't look like anything we want. It just looks like individual data points. So what's missing is the proper count of each of the data. Here, we can see that there is one count of 2.125. Then there's a total of 3 counts of 2.5. That is appropriately stacked one on top of each other, followed by another 1 count. Then we have another 3 count. However, it is 2.75, all stacked on top of each other. And it continues this process, and our data is appropriately stacked on top of each other, keeping track of all the counts. We're going to use the COUNTIF function so that Excel understands we want to make a dot plot by having all the data appropriately stacked on top of each other. We're going to have to use the COUNTIF function. Let's figure out what it's trying to tell us. The first set of values before the colon is telling us what cell to start our count on. A represents the column and 3 represents the row. We're going to end up using these dollar signs to fix our position so that they don't change. The second value after the colon will also have a dollar sign because we want to keep our count. And the second value represents the rest of the range to continue our count. The last value here tells us what the criteria is, meaning it will indicate what the count is. Let's do one together. We're going to arbitrarily enter in some data. It does not matter if the information is in order, because the COUNTIF function does not care about that. It will calculate it properly for us. If we want to just make sure it is counting it properly, we'll just keep an eye on the number of ones we have. So in order to enter our COUNTIF function, we're going to hit equal sign, type in COUNTIF, or click on the function command that comes up. We're going to hit $A to represent the column. Then we're going to hit $3 for the row. Then we're going to hit colon, and then $A3, okay, so that we are in the correct cell. That'll be for the ending of our range. And then our criteria, we hit comma, and then we're going to hit A3 to keep track of the count. We're going to close our parentheses. We're going to copy our cell, select all of them that we want to paste over, and there you go. As we can see, the number of ones are being properly counted to 4. We're just going to select our information, insert our data, and there you go. We have our dot plot. Typically, we don't want the vertical column, so we'll just delete that. We'll delete the bottom, and then if we want to have different axes, we'll just go on the layout and then just add them in as we need them. Well, our dot plot is stacking up the values accordingly. There's all of our 4 ones. We're going to have 2 2s, 1 2. We have no 3s. We have 2 4s. There it is, 1 4, 2 4. We have our 2 5s. There's our first 5, our second 5, and our single 7. And everything else is just we alter to whatever we want. We can label our horizontal axis as data and our vertical axis as count. If we feel like it, we can also add in a title.